Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to be budgeting for our first official paycheck of the month. We did last week do a paycheck that I got at the very end of November, which covered the start of December's bills. So I thought, you know what, we should probably do that in December. But we're going to do over the next couple of weeks the next two paychecks that will occur in what's this month? December. So there is going to be two forms of income. I actually think maybe I might get an extra little bit of income from a side job that I had, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So I'm not going to put that one in. Salary. Okay, so I'm going to be using these two columns for the paycheck. So the first one comes in on, what day is it? The 11th? 12th, 14th. So we're going to do the 14th, and then the second one comes on the 28th. So the 14th and the 28th. We're only going to do budgeting for one, but 8, 3. Both of them will eventually go on this page. This other salary that I think I'm going to get is possibly going to come in here. It's about $200. Actually, I don't think I want to include that just yet. I might add it later, or we can add it to the next paycheck, but I don't think I want to have it there. All right, so that is that. Now we need to go through our fixed expenses. So I guess these are the bills that I know that I'm definitely going to have. I actually think I'm going to put all of my bills in here. I think that will make my life just a little bit easier. So we're starting after the 14th. So we'll put the things that are going to be in both of them here. So DEFT, TUH, and BRC. So DEFT is the place I pay my body corporate fees to. I've just set up a direct debit, $75 a fortnight. So I'm not going to fill that one in. And let's write 14th here so I know what I'm talking about. Before I forget, TUH is the same every single week. It is, I think, $37.40, so we're going to round up to 68. Also, I don't want to do dollar symbols. And then I pay $14 a fortnight to the regional council, which is for like the bins and stuff like that. Or at least I think that's what it's for. Not 100% sure. All right, and then I'm going to put all the rest of my bills. So we've got Netflix, Apple, YouTube, Amazon, Suncorp, Adobe, RACQ, which is my car insurance, and then 3 more. So my home loan, which is through Rams, and then Vodafone, which is my phone and internet. And then lastly, we've got Nespresso, because these are my fixed bills. And then over in my variable section, I'm going to put my electricity, because I'm not 100% sure what that is going to be. And that should be coming out in this paycheck. All right, so let's get rid of, I'm just going to put across through anything we're not paying for this fortnight. We're not doing these ones. That all comes out at the start of the month. We will be doing Suncorp, Adobe, RACQ, Rams. Everything except Nespresso will come out in this one. Possibly also Vodafone, but we're just going to leave it in this paycheck for the moment. All right, so I paid $21 for my contents insurance with Suncorp. Adobe Creative Cloud, I paid $22, which I want to get rid of because I don't particularly use it very often, but I've got it there for the moment, so we're going to leave it. My car insurance, I think, is $66 and something, but I'm not 100% sure, so I just put 68 because that's the same as what I put my TUH, which is my health fund. My mortgage is a big percentage of my paycheck, 1,276. But this is going to be the last time I pay that fee, because after this point in time, I'm going to fortnightly payments, which means that I have to pay a little bit less per fortnight, which is great. And then lastly, my phone internet bill, I think, is 138, but it could also be 135, not quite sure. All right, so we're just going to add those together. 75 plus 68 plus 14 plus 21 plus 22 plus 68 plus the big one. And lastly, 138. So this is a lot of my bills. $1,682. Dude, that's a lot. All right. So not great. Okay, in my variable expenses, you can go away, thank you. I usually budget about $70 for my internet, because I don't really know what it's going to be, but it's somewhere around there usually. I'm going to then leave a gap. Other things that are kind of variable expenses, I guess, petrol. Do I want to put petrol up there? No, I'm going to leave that blank for the moment. Okay, everyday spending. So firstly, I have my Zarafas budget. So I give myself $150 a week for Zarafas, but my last day of school is the end of this week. So that means that I'm going to be on holidays for those 2 weeks. So I'm actually probably not going to get Zarafas very often, so I'm going to give myself a budget of 50. On the other end of that, other end of the string, I don't know. Takeout usually doesn't get a lot, but again, on holidays, I'm going to give myself 100 for that, and then groceries, we're going to bump up to $150 for the fortnight. That should get me 2 lots of food if I need it. Petrol, again, I probably shouldn't be going anywhere. But I'll give myself the $50 just in case. So that's kind of my everyday expenses. I don't particularly get a lot of other things. I don't know what else usually goes in variable expenses. What do you guys tend to put in your variable expenses column? Because most of my bills and stuff are just the same amount every single month. They come out on the same day every single month, and it makes my life a lot easier. All right, so sinking funds, that is meant to say funds. I think I changed that. I hope I changed that. Anyway, sinking funds would help if I had the one that I did last time here, wouldn't it? All right, so I have some new cash envelopes coming so that I can start doing cash envelopes. So I've started putting some things aside. So let me just grab out the different categories I have so we can write them down. Okay, so the first one is holiday. And then technology. And like realistically, most of the holiday funding is probably going to be in the bank, because I think that's just a little bit safer. And then we have shopping. I really should have written this down first. So I got a lot of $20 in the shopping thing. That'll be exciting to count. Subscriptions. I'm hoping that I can get before April enough to pay off my Disney Plus membership, because that finishes in April, the yearly one that I have. And then that'll be great to have that just coming out automatically. Next, I've got household. All right, and appliances. Okay, so they're all the physical things I've gotten so far, but I want some more. Other than that, I have shopping and medical, which I think are kind of important. Like I said, I don't pay for doctor's appointments or anything like that. But if I wanted to go to the dentist or something like that, I would have to. All right, next I have some savings accounts that I want to put in here. So one's called my Rams Saver account. I have one with ING as well. And then I have, what's it called? A bank account called Fire, which comes from the Barefoot Investor, but don't use it for the purpose that is meant to be used for. And then I have an account called Mojo, and the last account that I have is called Smile. I mean, I also have my everyday accounts, but they're my saving accounts. So I've got all of that there. We kind of need to work out how much we're going to have, because I don't think we're going to have a huge amount. So we've got 2283 minus 1682. So that leaves us with $601. I will put our total for this section as 70. All right, so take away that 70. And then all of these together, 200, 350. Okay, that gives us 181 left. All right, so that $181 needs to be split evenly between the things that we're going to be doing. So realistically, I will probably get $80 out of the bank to go into my sinking funds. So I'm going to be a little bit selective. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll put 10 in everything then. And that leaves $100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. Okay. So this is actually a little bit funky. I actually take money out of this account that I've saved from the week before. So this current paycheck, I put $800 into this fire account. 500 of those dollars, no, not wrong one. The $500 is going to go straight to this account. This, the ING saving account, is connected to the ING everyday money account that I use, because if you deposit $1,000 into it, it does something good for you. But I save money in the week before, so that I can transfer from the fire account to the savings account there. So it won't actually be a full $500, but okay, so this one usually gets about 200 of that 500. So we've got 400 left. Rams just automatically gets 100. That is the minimum amount I can put into that account and still get the bonus interest. So that gets 100 every fortnight. Okay, so that still leaves 300. So we'll do 100 to the Mojo, because that's also the minimum, and then 200 to the Smile account. Actually, no, I want to build a bit more of a buffer into my fire account. So I'm going to only transfer $400 of that out. Okay, so all up, this should equal 180. Should, not 100% sure if I did that properly. Okay, so 10 times 8, because we know that we've got 8 of those, plus 100, plus 200, minus 400, plus 200. Excellent, 180, just what we wanted. All right, so this is equal to 180, which means we now have a zero-based budget. Super duper exciting. The only other thing that I really wanted to do, which I will need to get my phone for real quick, is I like writing down my debt, which I don't have a huge amount of debt, but it is kind of important to keep track of it. So let me just quickly. So we've got my home loan, which I only pay the minimum amount. for the moment, but I am saving up to be able to put a bulk deposit in after my 5 years of variable interest and fixed interest. All right, so remaining on my home loan, I have $340,269.03. It's a lot. And then the other one is my HEX debt. So this, like I said, I think it's actually called Help now. I don't think this should change. I think this number only gets updated during tax time. So this will remain the same. 64. But we might put, do I want to put the balance? Okay, hang on, I'm just going to, okay. We might do this instead. X/help. Now I forgot what that number was. $12,308.64. So this fortnight for my repayments for my loan, $12.76, and I think it's $36. And then for the repayments, I'll put in how much money is taken out. Now, last time, I'm like 100% sure I told you that $700 got taken out of my bank, out of my pay per fortnight. That is not correct. $700 goes towards tax. Where is my last paycheck? There it is. So I think it's 300. Oh, the last one was a bit of a funky one. Let me just go to the one real quick that was just before that. Okay, because last time we got the leave loading, so that affects the numbers quite a decent amount because it's an extra $650. Okay, usually I pay $212 a fortnight towards that. Actually, I have a really big chunk of money that goes out for tax each fortnight. Tax sucks. Anyway, so $212 goes towards my university fees per paycheck, and that will just automatically come out without me having to think about it. So that's going to add up, and I think realistically by next time we go through the tax process, I should have almost $6,000 to pay that off, just sitting in the bank, so that should be nice. Now, let's just calculate our total debt. So we got the $340,269 plus $12,308.67, because I forgot the 0.3 on the other one. All right, so our total debt for this fortnight is $577.67. So hopefully we'll see that number go down over the next couple of months. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this budgeting video. If you did, please like down below. If you have any tips or suggestions, particularly about what do you put in your variable expenses, please let me know in the comments down below. We'd really appreciate that. And other than that, I hope you have a great day. Keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.